All right, let's take a look at the Snow Watch Cam. It's over downtown Kerrville, and we're just keeping an eye. This is available on the KENS 5 app. And what's great, of course, is you've got dark background. That's what you're going to need because these flurries will be mixed in with light rain. Just north of there, my snow watch is First Alert Doppler. Take a look. We've got it over Gillespie County. It's beginning to show up, but then it goes away. See, this is the very beginning. So whenever you start seeing the transition, it's not necessarily the case, because what could be happening is we're picking up some of the elevated frozen precipitation. So some of that pink could be a little bit of sleet. Some of the blue could be a flake or two. But either way, it's hard to tell if it's reaching the surface right now. And keep in mind that dew points are not going to help. They're pretty low. So some of this will evaporate. All right, so even what you see in green might not be reaching the surface. This is why it's important. Everyone's got a camera on their phone. Please make sure you do it on social with the hashtag KENS5Eyewitness. So on the bigger scale, that's been the spot of not only where we're going to first see some snow flurries mixed in later tonight, but also where we had some bursts of heavier rain, like what we've got down I-35 right now. In fact, this is pretty impressive. Once you get down to Natalia, Devine, watch right here. This is heavy pocket of rain right now that's going to be starting to expand and move east into Bexar County. So over the next hour, rain's going to intensify. What's been a good, steady, light to moderate rain will get a little bit heavier, which will increase our deposit. So far, it's only been Kerrville and just north. This is Fredericksburg and areas east of Fred, over 2 inches of rain. In green, you're at least about an inch in some spots. Well, for us, and this is the metro average, including Fair Oaks Ranch, New Braunfels, and Seguin, all of Bexar County, we're still under an inch on average. And that's why, you know, flooding's not a big threat. We're just looking at a light, steady rain until this moisture moves out. Look at how much snow now is falling out west. So some of that moving in our direction. Here's the setup. We've had this conveyor belt of Pacific moisture right on top of us. This upper level feature is going to finally start moving east. And once we get this northerly flow aloft on Thursday afternoon and evening is when we start seeing all the precipitation move farther south. Now, speaking of moving farther south, computer models are taking the snow forecast farther south and farther west. It's very interesting because at about 8 o'clock, and I was on Facebook Live, we had it down through central areas of Bexar County. Then the new model by 9 p.m. changed it and moved it farther west. So we stopped the clock here at 4:30 in the morning, and we're just picking up little scattered areas, sporadic at best. But notice that it's really concentrated out to the west. And then it moves farther down to the west and south. So it's really going to be interesting where it comes together. But the good news is this: we're not expecting any accumulation. So let me just kind of fast forward this and watch it expand farther south into Hondo. Look, as far south as Pearsall, Carrizo Springs, Eagle Pass could see flurries. When it changes over to this white line, this is when it could become all-out snow and just completely change over. Most of this will be mixed in with light rain, but if this happens, then maybe you're going to see a little bit of a light dusting on some of the lawns. You won't see anything on pavement because the pavement's wet, so it's going to melt on contact. Notice that the rain chances fall off quickly once we get after lunch. About a 20% chance will take us through the afternoon. Most of the precipitation will be liquid for San Antonio, and it'll fall early. And again, we're going to stay under 1.5 inches as far as rainfall totals over the next few days. Outside right now, skies are cloudy in the city, and it's still a pretty good breeze out of the north at 10 miles per hour. We're at 40 degrees. Overnight, I think we'll fall into the upper 30s, probably stop at 38. Some of the outlying areas 32 or 33, but nothing will freeze on the surface. We're not too concerned about that because almost everybody's going to stay above freezing. 48 is the high tomorrow. Then we really start recovering. Light freeze on Friday morning, 57. Lots of sun Saturday and Sunday as we get closer to 70 for afternoon highs. But I'll tell you, hill country, you'll deal with freezing temperatures until Monday or Tuesday of next week. Calling all elves! It's Friday night. You go to Target at Alamo Ranch with a new unwrapped toy, and you provide Christmas for the children of Child Protective Services. We've got 7,000 to 8,000 kids that we're helping out. Friday afternoon, 3 to 6:30 p.m. Please come join us. It's going to be a big party and a big party of generosity. Thank you, Mr. Sparky. Thank you, Generations Federal Credit Union. Jeff?
And the weather should be great for that by Friday, right? Weather should be fantastic. Okay.